All right, all right, all right, all right. What are the messages for whomever it's mere concern? What are the messages? What are the messages? What are the messages for whomever it may concern? My cards are fucking up. I gotta get some new cards. What are the messages for whomever it may concern? Okay, so we have a projection here. So somebody is trying, it's like they're telling other people that you be gossiping about people. Okay, so with this being a projection, this is what they're doing. Okay. So I feel like they're trying to say that you don't have a reason to celebrate within your life. In the position of your crown, you have the Nine of Cups. So I mean, it looks like you know how to create happiness for yourself. You have things in your life that make you happy. You know, life one thing that I have learned is that a lot of people depend on outside, external things, people, situations, materials to make them happy, but there is a certain flow to the energy of money and finance. Everything is goes in a cycle. So during the times to where it's tight, during the times to where it's down and you can't have the things in which that you want right then and there, you know, some people they become extremely unhappy. Some people need other people to be happy. They need, like friends and all that type of stuff. Sometimes people are so desperate. I know a lot of people to where it's like they'll say, "Oh, my friends are jealous of me," but you'll see that person hanging out with the same people that they say are jealous of them. And it's just like, people love to eat that phony baloney. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's kind of desperate. If you know people are jealous of you, why do you want to be around them? That absolutely makes no sense. But you'll see somebody around people who they say are jealous of them. So, to where, so what I'm trying to say when I say that is that the desperation, you know, it's kind of like people cannot be alone. You have no problem with being alone because in being alone, you have ways as to how you create your own happiness. You're not going to be or surround yourself around individuals who do not celebrate you. You know what I mean? And you know what happiness looks like. Life is not happy all the time. You don't have things in your life making you happy all the time. And see, most people, they really don't know how to make themselves happy without something on the outside of them. So, I mean, you don't deal with that. You don't struggle with that. So, whoever is projecting, whoever is gossiping about you and trying to say that you're gossiping about them, I feel like this person too thinks you're boring, you know which means that, I mean, they're a clown. They don't take their life serious anyway. So they're probably always like partying, and then they're always connecting to other miserable people. It's kind of like some people get a kick out of, they find gossiping to be fun, but it's so unintelligent because it's kind of like there's so much other things to talk about other than somebody else. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, and usually very clownish people, they have a hard time with maintaining their life. I feel like this person is going through things to where it's like, I mean, they're not a happy person. Emotionally, they're always dependent on other people to make them happy. Just like I said, even if they know people don't like them, even if they know people are jealous of them, it's like they just don't want to be alone. So, people want you to be desperate like them. And you're not. You're okay with being alone. Okay. Now, if this is a romantic situation, somebody is lying, like gossiping about how, like, maybe your life is not what it once was when they were in it. But it seems like you're happy to be single. Okay. So this person who's like I said, this person, they're having issues with their finances. You see, they're unhappy. That's why they gossip. Okay, so you got the Queen of Cups here. This is somebody, they don't have they can't even keep their relationships together. They don't have the stability. It's like nothing is coming in for them within their life. Okay, so you have the Two of Cups here. You are the mate to your own soul. And then on top of that, you are devotional, which means that your faith is, it's like you are devotional to individuals, for one, that you choose, but the number one devotion that you have is with yourself and with God. So it's kind of like a battle. It's kind of like somebody is trying to create some type of warfare. It's just, when people are unhappy, they show it. No matter how much they try to make it seem like it's you, it just oozes out of them. So, I mean, you have the 501, so you have people competing with you, you have people trying to bring some type of drama to you and all this type of stuff. You know, my thing is people have questions. They have questions. It's kind of like, why are you okay with being alone? Why are you okay with not, like, why are you okay? So stupid. It's like, why are you okay with, it's like, it's people, it's, people need other people need numbers because they're so dependent upon other people for their happiness, to where you are emotionally independent. You understand what I'm saying? You are the mate to your own soul, so you don't feel like you are half of a person looking for another half, to where this person on the outside is kind of like them not having somebody, them not being in love or whatever. It's kind of like they are so miserable. Every once in a while, people go through like maybe wanting other people around or something like that. But, when it comes to intelligent people, it's like people who have self-worth and people who have high self-esteem. I will not deal with people who I will not surround myself around people who do not fuck with me, who do not celebrate me. I will not be around people who are just tolerating me. And the truth is that this individual or this group of people, that's sitting around gossiping about you, it's like they just don't get it, because you have something that they don't, and what you have is emotional independence. So it looks foreign to them, because everybody depends on everybody. So when it comes to you, it's like, why are they so different? Why are they so okay? You know, um, then on top of that, you got the King of Swords, to where, you're clear. You're clear. It's like you're very transparent. You're very intelligent. You're honest. You speak, you speak the truth. I mean, it's like you're the type of person that these people want to be. So, it kind of roots a lot from jealousy, because it's like they keep asking, like, how are they okay with just being by themselves? Like, how are they okay with being alone? Well, the thing is that you have other things going on within your life that these people don't know about. And I mean, with your intellectual and emotional intelligence and your intelligent property, I mean, it's like, why aren't you competing? Like, why aren't you trying to do this? Why aren't you trying to do that? Why aren't you, what I noticed? I'm somebody who's very talented, and I deal with a lot of jealous people, because they're, and you can tell individuals are jealous, because it's like they'll sit around and they're just like, she can do all these things, but why is she not making any money? Well, for one, you don't know what I have going on. You know what I'm saying? So that's like red flag number one. Then on top of that, it's kind of like they sit back and they wish that they could do the things that I do. And then they'll tell themselves, oh, if I could do that, I would be doing this, I would be doing that. How about you find out what you can do? And how about you help yourself and your life, and you develop who you need to grow into in order to be able to maintain what it is in which that you want? You see, it's giving like the loser circle. And the loser circle just sits around and watches other people thrive and live and do whatever the fuck they want to do. And all that they have to do is to just sit around and run their mouth, and nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares. Nobody cares about what they have to say. Nobody cares about what they're doing. Nobody cares. Nobody, sometimes people don't even care about you. So what have you learned to do? You have learned to care for yourself. And it's really that simple. It's absolutely really that simple. Okay. So, I mean, I feel like some people here, they want to transfer their energy onto you, but they can't. And that's another thing. They're very combative. They're very bothered, very bothersome, and very unstable. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to you, I mean, you're unbothered, because emotionally and mentally you are mature and you are stable, to where it's kind of like you know how to just be. You know how to love on yourself. You know how to cater to yourself. You know yourself very well. So when you know yourself very well, you know how to satisfy yourself. You know how to make yourself happy, you know, to where other individuals, they're out here scrambling, fighting for a bone. They're out here doing the most. They're always doing. Instead of being a human being, it's like they're human doing. They're always doing something. If I'm not doing something, I'm worthless. If I'm not doing something, I'm lazy. If I'm not doing something, sometimes the challenge, and it's crazy because what I'm about to say, sometimes the challenge comes in not doing anything. If you base your worth based off of what you can do, that has nothing to do with self-worth. Okay? You are capable of so much more, and you are more than what you do. So, I mean, it's kind of, so it's like these people, they're not doing anything. And so it's making them discontent and they're very combative. So they want to transfer that energy onto you. And it's just like, no, that shit is not going to work. Like your problems are yours. Your energy is yours. You need to take time out to figure out what works for you when you're feeling discontent or when you're feeling not good enough. Nobody here has any serious problems. The problem is how they feel about themselves. So and this is what I'm saying. You cannot make your problems other people problems because you want to temporarily escape your problems by trying to create some type of drama to distract you. You have to face yourself and you have to face your life. Stop being afraid of your life and your responsibilities. Stop being afraid to grow up. This is not reality TV. I can tell individuals, they watch too much drama. Okay? People want to be entertained, but this is real life. And real life requires for you to come up with real solutions for your problems, for real problems that you have going on within your life. And it's really that simple. You know, it is really that simple. Why are they so why don't they need anybody? Like and they're just like, oh, they think that they're better, or they think that it is, because the thing is that people in the beginning, people don't want to believe it. They want to believe and think that you are like them. So it's just a bunch of people who are projecting their issues outward towards other people versus sitting within their thoughts and understanding that your thoughts are yours. They don't know you. They think that they know you, and they do not know you. So they assume who you are is like them. And obviously, it's been proven time and time and time and time again that they are wrong about who you are. So sometimes they want to try to get reactions out of you so they can say, look, 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 he's this, he's that, she's this, she's that. You have nothing else better to do than to fuck with somebody else, to try to be a bully to somebody else who does not give two shits about you. You have a hard time with letting go and moving on with your life because you are afraid to live your life. You are afraid of your responsibilities. You're afraid to grow up. You're afraid to grow up. That's these people's problem. And it's that simple. They're upset because, money is not where it is. I feel like somebody's trying to get a job and they can't get a job. You know, somebody, it's like they're sitting around. It's like they can't get a simple job. It's not like they want some big wig job. It's just a simple little job and they can't get it and they don't understand. They want love in their life. But it's kind of like they're not even loving on themselves. But you want somebody to come into your life and love on you. You want somebody to come into your life and just do everything for you as if, they're some kind of a savior or some kind of a peasant to you. And you're not even in the energy to where anybody would be attracted to you. So I'm just saying, we're going to end the reading there. So until next time, we'll talk again. Thank you.